Broken straight sword. A straight sword with a broken blade. A weapon with no exceptional qualities. Only a mad hollow would choose to fight with this. Yeah, we'll see about that. The rules are as follows. The only direct damage can come from a broken straight sword, and this is an all bosses run. Other than that, let's get into it. Making our character, we think of the only justifiable name, and start deprived. Where we customize our character. Now, I'm assuming you know this, but we don't get the broken straight sword until after Iudex Gundyr. So, in the spirit of the run, I killed Iudex Gundyr with only firebombs, parrying him, and throwing a firebomb with the counter damage. Here's where we get our weapon. It's not that great, but we force the Swordmaster off a ledge, and put the coiled sword in its rightful place. Where we go to high wall. First thing we do here is pick up the gold pine resin, which, as you can see, is applicable to our weapon. We then free Grey Rat, juke out this hollow assassin, who we die to, and make it to Vordt. The damage here is okay. But, all things considered, it's not too bad, and we make it to phase 2. After the charge attack, we have a big opportunity for damage. And, in an easy fight, Vordt of the Boreal Valley goes down on our first try. We save the undead settlement from a massacre, and pick up Yhorm. We start pumping levels into Faith, and you'll see why later. But for now, it's time for the Curse Rod of Greatwood. Being a tree, this guy is especially weak to fire. So, we pop a pine resin, and absolutely destroy this guy. Popping one pustule after the next, this boss goes down within 2 minutes. We pick up the heavy jump from Hawkwood for later, but the Crystal Sage is up. And we do decent damage, even without resin. And, after a while, we make it to phase 2. Phase 2 is much of the same. Take out the clones with one strike, pop a pine resin, and burn down the sage. And the sage goes down on our first try. On the way to the cathedral, we show off our epic movement skills, and go back to the woods for Hazel. After killing him, we pick up his crown, and trade it to the crow for a lightning gem, which we'll need later. But the Deacons are up next, and after a little bit of effort, we take down phase 1. Phase 2 is a lot of chip damage, but we try to take down the blue Deacons. We get there eventually, but after a long fight, and surviving on low health for a long time, we die. On our next attempt though, they go down. During the Abyss Watchers fight, we discover a new combo, Heavy Light Light, which is universal and shreds most enemies. That being said, let's give the Abyss Watchers a few tries. With the Abyss Watchers down, we move into the Catacombs, where we dispel an invader. Imagine invading someone and dying to only a broken straight sword. Hi, Lord Wolnir. Bye, Lord Wolnir. Moving down to the Smoldering Lake, we watch a free-for-all battle and farm the large Titanite shards here, as well as kill this big worm. And on to the old Demon King. And it's easy to take advantage of the bad hitboxes here. So, the old Demon King goes down on our first attempt. We riposte and kill the dog leading to Irithyll, where we kill yet another invader, and make it through this horrible, horrible stairway. Don't know who designed this. But that's everything leading up to Pontiff Sulyvahn. Needless to say, it doesn't go very well. But after quite a few attempts, Pontiff Sulyvahn is no more. Pushing through the rest of Irithyll, we move on to Anorlunda, where we grab the giant skull. Hi, Andre. Bye, Andre. Here, we make a lightning broken straight sword, which scales with faith, which is why we were leveling it earlier. But to complete this, we go to Rosaria and completely reallocate our attributes into faith. With that said and done, it's time for Aldrich. Who's easy? And Aldrich goes down on our first attempt. Wait. Aldrich goes down on our next attempt. Sorry. We take care of a brokenly OP invader and move to Yhorm. This fight initially seems impossible. We barely even see his health move, but if you hit him in the head enough times, he staggers, and that is a good opportunity for massive damage. After a few staggers, and a lot of leg slashing, we make it pretty far in the fight, but we've used up all our Estus, and we're still taking more damage. So, we use a Divine Blessing. This is our only chance. And it proved to be a good move, because Yhorm the Giant goes down on our first attempt. Hi, Dancer. Bye, Dancer. In the Consumed King's Garden, we take all the chunks here and take on Oceiros, while toxic. And while this fight isn't very hard, Toxic definitely takes its toll. Even without getting hit once, Toxic still forces us to use Estus Flasks, and so our first attempt isn't successful. We get cursed. After 2 or 3 more attempts, though, Oceiros goes down. Next is Champion Gundyr. We farm more chunks in Lothric Castle. Hi, Andre. Bye, Andre. Next up is the Dragonslayer Armour. I need a break after that one. What? Where am I? I guess I gotta move forward. What is that? I gotta get away from this thing. Maybe I can jump on it? Nope. Let's try it again, for good measure. Safe to say it worked. We gotta try this thing again. Just attack it. After a lot of attacking, I kill it. But I've gone hollow. I know who did this to me, and she's gonna pay. That didn't seem to undo it. What does this lever do? Where am I? Another dragon? Whatever. Just kill it, like everything else. At least I do good damage to it. And it's dead. Another one? Yeah. I'm not doing this. There's gotta be another way to do this. So, I make my straight sword Chaos. Nameless King is weak to fire. King of the Storm is resistant to fire, effectively making Phase 1 3 times harder. But, after a lot of attempts, and a lot more hollowing, we finally kill King of the Storm. And it's time for the Nameless King. I just gotta kill this thing. A lot of fights later, and eventually, we kill him. That didn't seem to fix my hollowing either. Maybe the royal family will know. But all they want with me is trouble. And so, after I kill the Elder One twice,
Dear brother.
and the younger one once,
Mark my words, Ash One.
I'm still hollow.
You remain
These guys weren't even a challenge.
among the
They went down on my first encounter. I thought this guy said he knew something about Ash.
Ah, thank you. They of Ash never fail. Just a moment, then. The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it. Touch it. And then the ashes were too.
Where am I? Doesn't matter. Just gotta find a way to fix this. More people to kill? Whatever. We kill these little dogs. The NPC. The NPC! And the Greatwolf. But still no cure. Wilhelm doesn't seem to like us. He definitely knows we're hollow.
Forgive me, my lady.
But
I swore
he goes down all the same.
that I have failed you.
Maybe this guy knows.
My foil, right away.
And Sister Friede seems to be a roadblock here, too. I try this boss a lot, despite making it to phase 2.
Leave us
We still have a lot of
Ash
trouble on
One.
this boss.
Sweep all thought of us from thy mind, as thy kind always has.
So, more people dead, and no cure to my hollowing. Great. Of course. It's never over, is it? She manages to kill us,
Must be Ashen One.
and my fading memories are all I can think of. I remember Northern Armor. Maybe I can rekindle that, and everything will be fine. Only a Mad Hollow would choose to fight with this. Yeah, we'll see about that. That's another one down. Let's see who's next. It's really hot here. I need to take all this off. What is that? I need to get away from this thing. Maybe here? Yeah, that seemed to work. Another bonfire, huh? What's down here? Twin demons, huh? Just gotta take it one at a time. Stagger one, and he goes down. So does the other two, with a little bit of trouble. No, that wasn't too bad. Wait. He's back? Alright. Just take it one attack at a time. And he's dead too. But still, no cure for this hollowing. Feels like I've been running through this area forever. No clue where I'm going. Another thing? Alright. Just get it out of the way. There it goes. Where am I going? What are these? Guess I should put them on. Oh god. That dragon again. Looks like he's still alive. Well, gotta kill him somehow. But not right now. I just need to go home. What was I doing here? I don't know where I'm going. Up here? Firekeeper soul. Isn't that you? Heal the dark sigil. Well, guess it's time to gather some souls. After a while, we make it to Midir's phase 2. And after even more, we stagger him. The riposte isn't great enough to kill. But not soon after. Darkeater Midir goes down. But these souls aren't enough to heal the dark sigil. So, we take on Half-Light, who isn't even worth a mention. He's very easy. And with these souls, we can heal our dark sigil, which is finally a cure for hollowing. And with our confidence back, we move to the end of the world. Where we take on the only thing left, Slave Knight Gael. We definitely do very little damage to this guy. But it's not a problem. I'm very experienced in this fight. And with the morale boost of not being hollow, we make it to his phase 2 pretty soon. His phase 2 isn't bad. We can stagger him pretty easily. And we can actually get a lot of attacks in. Eventually phase 3 comes around. And the new attacks aren't a problem. And after a risky approach, Slave Knight Gael goes down on our first try. There's only one thing left. At the kiln, we move towards the soul of Cinder. We go through this guy's sword phase, spear phase, and his magic phase, none of which pose a huge issue. And eventually, we make it to Gwyn. And wow. And while this boss definitely brings on some emotion, he goes down all the same. And, with our character's newfound humanity, he decides to link the fire. I can't with this stupid character, dude.